What's up, guys? It's happening, guys. The most complimented fragrances of all time. I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, man, most complimented fragrances of all time. Let's get it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your guy, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, the Fashion and Fragrance Channel, man. I love looking good and smelling great, and I want to help you guys do the same thing. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well, so anytime a new video is uploaded on this channel, you'll get notified. On today's video, guys, I'm going to update my most complimented fragrance list, okay? Some fragrances are never going to change on this list more than likely because there are some records I think that will probably never be broken. But I do have some newer fragrances that I've added to this list, so this is going to be really fun. If you're into compliments, then this is the video that you want to watch. Now, guys, I want to keep this in and put this into context. Now, when I am out and about most of the time, when I'm getting compliments, I'm dressed similar to how I am right now, at least business casual, all right? And for me, the way I view compliments, as you guys know, is not just about the fragrance, but the way you are dressed. Oftentimes, if the fragrance really complements how you're dressed, I think that's one of the elements that contribute to getting compliments outside of the other stuff like being approachable and everything being well put together and just making sense. You know, the way you are dressed has a lot to do with it. And of course, if you're around people, you know, I work in a very public environment, so I'm around a lot of people every day, so that also lends to getting compliments. But the fragrances I'm going to talk about today really complement a business casual or suit and tie kind of situation. And that's, of course, you know, like I said, what helps me to get compliments. So anyway, I'm going to run the intro. When we come back, some of my most complimented fragrances. If you want to see what I have on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. And by the way, don't try that spin. At my age, that doesn't work, okay? I'll be right back.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. We are back. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. First and foremost, let me say this and get this out of the way and make this clear. If you don't have my fragrances, just forget about it. I'm kidding. Man, listen, my fragrances I'm running a promo right now with Navitus, okay? So two of my fragrances that have gotten me a lot of compliments, Eau de Bonaire. And guys, go look at it. Go just check out the guys on Instagram that have this. They will tell you this is a compliment machine. So get this in your collection. And then, of course, Lyrik. This is probably my most complimented fragrance from my collection. And right now, I'm running the promo with Navitus Parfums. If you buy one of these, use the code Bowtie25. If you buy two, use the code Bowtie50 and you'll get 50 or either 25% off of your purchase. So show some support to your boy if you don't have these yet. And go to navitusparfums.com and cop them. I'll make sure I link it down below. So on my most complimented list right now, guys, like I said, I mixed in some of the stuff that's like classic compliments and some of the stuff that have gotten me more compliments in the more recent history over the past year and a half or so. And this fragrance is one that I've talked about a lot. I've introduced a lot of people to this fragrance, and they can probably confirm that this works for them as well in the compliment department. This is from the brand of Bond number 9. This is Lafayette Street. Lafayette Street. I love this fragrance because it's so versatile, man. But when you talk about this compliments, this thing is a compliment magnet. Seriously, man. I remember when one of the first times I got my nose on the Chad, shout out to Chad from A Gentleman's Journey, sent me a sample of it. My wife and I went out that night to visit some friends and got compliments that night on it. And I was in Miami with my wife and two other young ladies, and we went to a Bond number 9 store, and this is the one that all three of them were ranting and raving about, Lafayette Street. It's just one of those fragrances, guys. It's kind of fruity, woody, got some ambroxan in it, especially that apple note is standing out in the opening. This stuff is phenomenal. It smells great, and it gets me compliments. So that's why it's on the list from the brand of Bond number 9. This is Lafayette Street. Guys, this next fragrance, oh my goodness, man. Listen, let me just show you the bottle. From the brand of Bodicita Victorious, this is Green Sapphire. Guys, I cannot tell you how good this is. My God, this is good. I always have to say this and make this particular disclaimer when I talk about this one as well. It's probably not the type of fragrance when you first smell this, most people are going to be going to like or think that this will be a highly complimented fragrance. Yeah, we reserve that kind of stuff for the YSL Ys of the world. I mean, those are mass appealing scents in the whole nine. But this is not that. This is something totally different. This is masculine, this is woody, and this is good. It works on my skin, guys. I cannot tell you how many times I get complimented when I wear this. I haven't had it as long as some of the others on this list, but the time that I have worn this, it has worked in the compliment department. This has raspberry in it, and I think saffron. Oh my gosh, guys, this is good. You got to try it. You got to put it on your skin, because again, when you do this, you may not think, you know, this is going to probably be a highly complimented fragrance, but trust me, it gets compliments. From the brand of Bodicea Victorious, Green Sapphire. All right, guys, this next fragrance is probably one that you won't hear many folks talk about when they talk about compliments. It works for me. From the brand of Amouage, this is Beach Hut Man. Beach Hut Man just works for me, guys. I love this minty fragrance. I think it has mint galbanum, so it's kind of, again, had that minty, kind of refreshing vibe to it. But I love it. I sincerely love this fragrance. It kind of has a slight fougere characteristic about it as well. And like I said, fougères and sheepers work really well with a shirt and tie. And all I can tell you is when I wear this, it works for me. Got a nice little dent in it. You know, I do wear, you don't need a lot of sprays with this. Trust me, this thing performs and projects like crazy. So I usually go 3 to 4 sprays and that's it. But it gets the job done. Works for me in the compliment department. Love this fragrance right here from Amouage. This is really slept on in my humble opinion. This is Beach Hut Man. All right, guys, this next, this next fragrance, man, this is crazy. It's from the brand of Mind Games. This is Double Attack. Double Attack. Guys, if you don't have this, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and put this in your collection. This is that good. I'm serious. Like, I don't have to keep making this disclaimer. Like, this wearing fragrances is not about compliments because I just love this stuff, you know. But guys, if you're talking about something that, well, it works for me at least, again, that gets compliments, this drives people crazy, man. This is, again, Mind Games Double Attack. There's a chocolate accord in here, there's some saffron, there's this bitter orange. Just try it. Just try it. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Parfums, and this is Burlington 1819. Another fragrance that a shirt, a suit and tie just takes to the next level. Nice dent in this bottle. I wear the heck out of this stuff. Never been decanted or anything. I've used this much juice. This is a masterfully done fragrance. It's smoky, masculine, and it has this citrusy freshness up top, but it's balanced so well by the woods, the deep, heavy, dark woods in this fragrance right here, man. This is just an absolutely phenomenal standout scent. There's some spices in here as well, so it's kind of peppery, but it's just perfect. I'm telling you, guys, one of the last times I wore this, man, I went to Zaxby's, I think it was, on lunch, and I remember this guy followed me out and tapped on my car window and said, "Bro, I just gotta ask you, I gotta write this down. What is that, man?" I mean, he followed me out of the restaurant just to ask me about this fragrance. It's that good. This stuff, man, gosh. Guys, you gotta try this one. You gotta try this one. Again, not probably to most people's nose initially the fragrance that you would think would warrant compliments, but trust me, this one does. This is from the brand of Parfums. Check out Burlington 1819. All right, guys, and this next fragrance is a fragrance, but it's not really a fragrance, but it is a fragrance. What am I talking about? I don't know, but it's this Molecule 01 from a Centric molecule. And I will tell you, although I layer this, use this to layer, but when I wear this by itself, people go crazy. Seriously. And again, it's the craziest thing to me because it's one of those fragrances that I can't particularly smell all the time on my skin. But trust me, even if you can't smell it, other people smell it on you. And I told you guys before, this is one of those fragrances I can just spray liberally. So it really, kind of projects, even though I don't know it's projecting, but people pick it up, especially when they get in your scent bubble. It drives people crazy. It's soft, and it's just so inviting. It's just an alluring scent, and it does wonders on people's skin because it kind of reacts differently on everybody's skin. But man, you got to check this out, guys. Like I said, this is my second bottle. I'm going to always have this in my collection. Can't get enough of this stuff from the brand of a Centric molecule. This is Molecule 01. And guys, this next fragrance, if we were putting these in order, this would probably be number one. I cannot tell you how crazy people go about this scent from the brand of Louis Vuitton. This is Imagination. And I've been talking about it a lot here lately. I haven't had this, but maybe going on 2 months. Got a huge dent in it already. I have to kind of restrain myself from wearing this because I could wear it every day. It's a signature scent, and it just smells great. It smells phenomenal. I don't know what it is in these Louis Vuitton fragrances because there's kind of in a weird way, a similar DNA to this, Meteore, and La Monsterte. And oddly enough, those are the three most complimented fragrances from that Louis Vuitton range for men, for me. And I don't know, man, a little bit fruity up top. You got the citruses. You got that tea note in here as well. I think there's some ambroxan in here as well. So it's just one of those scents, guys. You got to put your nose on this stuff. I'm not putting on about this fragrance. I'm just telling you what is going on out here in the world, and you guys need to get with it, all right? Amazing fragrance from the brand of Louis Vuitton. Get your nose on Imagination. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list actually comes from the brand of Navitus Parfums, and I really cannot recall a time, seriously, where I've worn this and not gotten a compliment. Big time facts. And this is Viva More. Viva More. I've talked about this one a little bit more than some of the others, so these next couple I won't spend as much time on because these are some of the classics that have always been on this list. But guys, this is, again, Baccarat Rouge 540 meets Creed of Ventus. Do the math. What does it equal? A lot of compliments. From the brand of Navitus Parfums, and I think they still have some of these available. So they've been discontinuing some stuff over at Navitus, so I don't know, man, but you guys need to get your nose on this one. I doubt this is one that will get discontinued because it is a monster. This is Viva More. And the next fragrance up on the list, speaking of Creed of Ventus, we got a Ventus cologne. Huge dent in the bottle. Huge dent in the bottle. I wear this. It's kind of like when I was talking about Imagination. You could just wear this anytime, any place, anywhere. Know you're going to smell good. Know you're going to get compliments, more than likely, as long as you're not a jerk. But but this definitely worked for me in that department. It's a lighter version of the original Creed of Ventus. Not as smoky, but it definitely gets the job done. I like this more than the newer iterations of Creed of Ventus. Not my old 2017 batch, but the newer bottle that I have, I'll take the Ventus cologne any day over that one because this one performs better and it smells better, honestly. Jesus Christ. But guys, get it. From the brand of Creed, of course, this is a Ventus cologne. And guys, I've told the story countless times about this fragrance. This is Club de Nuit Intense, man. And this one, man, this particular bottle I got, I think it was in 2018 maybe, when I got this bottle, if I'm not mistaken. It was 2018, early 2019. And I will tell you that the newer bottles that have Club de Nuit or whatever is going down the side are not as potent as this one. This one smells very close to that 2017 batch of Creed of Ventus that I'm referring to. So I guess even cologne fragrances are kind of like the rest of the fragrances in the world. After a while, they start to kind of water them down a little bit. I guess that's just how it works. But this particular one, and that's why I made sure I got this older bottle, Compliment City. Compliment City. I told this story before. I might as well tell it one more time. Sprayed it, set it to work, had to make a stop at Walmart. The missus came home. She was not home at the time, but she went upstairs to where I had sprayed it, called me, asked me what I was wearing, and complimented the fragrance that it had the room smelling fantastic. Walking into Walmart, Got a compliment, got inside, got another one. That's this. Club Anywhere Intense, man. It is what it is. Get it in your life. And last but not least, the fragrance. That is not for everybody, but it is certainly for me. Portrait of a man. Portrait of a man in a suit. And that is a portrait of the Bowtie fragrance guy. This is my fragrance. It's my fragrance. I know a lot of people try this and it doesn't work for them. It's not a Lamosite. It's not an imagination. It's not an Ventus cologne where 99% of you guys are going to like it. That's not this. It works for me. Rose patchouli. A little smoky incense, I think, in there as well. It works for your boy. All right, that's all I can say. This holds the record for the most compliments in a day. 7. Men and women alike, multiple compliments. And I was dressed to impress. It works, guys. Seriously, for me, it works. One of my favorite rose fragrances in my entire collection, and I have a lot of rose fragrances that I love. And I think the only rose fragrance that now rivals this is Blue Sapphire. But that's another conversation for another day. Right now, we're talking about compliments, and right now, this holds the record for most in a day. So it had to be on the list. From the brand of Frederick Malle, this is Portrait of a Lady, aka Portrait of a Man in a Suit. But that is it, guys. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, man. What are some fragrances you have that get you a lot of compliments? I would love to hear from you guys sincerely down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys are rocking that's getting you some compliments as well. And as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you guys don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to make sure you take out a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie fragrance guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.